Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another instrument cluster, this time in a 97 EuroVan. This is Winnebago Rialta. If they're all use the same instrument cluster. This was sent to me by Denise W from Ohio. I'm gonna keep her last name at least not shown. Uh, she sent me a list. What does not work? The speedometer, the tachometer, the fuel gauge, temperature gauge. This is not the original cluster. It was replaced by the previous owner. What does it work? The trip meter works. It will keep track of the mileage and the clock works. So we will see that in a second. Let me get the pinouts. All right, those are the pinouts for 96 and up. Sometimes it works on the 93, but the 93 will have a mechanical speedometer, so obviously we will not be injecting the signal. All right, so I have these in here ready to set up 50 hertz for the tachometer. I have 14, 15 hertz for the speed, which would be 10 miles. And I'm ready in here to, well, this is actually 0. I can put them in 70, which will be half of the gauges. As I mentioned in here, let me just see. Um, 3/4 temperature and quarter of a tank around there for those two, so they should move. So let's power this up first. I mean, the temperature should move in the fuel, and they are not. I see the lights working good, which is good. All the digital screens are okay. The clock, I can see leaking on the side, but it's still good. Really dirty areas outside. I'm gonna try to clean that as best as possible for her. All right, let's try to put some uh, speed. All right, that's definitely not working as she describes. Let me try to inject the RPM signal, and that is not working either. So, yep, we can definitely reproduce 100% her concern. The gauges are not operational at all. So let me set this to 0. So everything is now back to 0. I'm going to turn this off and then open it up. Hopefully this can be repaired. If capacitors leak and it makes the holes through the board or the voltage regulator explodes, capacitor explodes, it might be a challenge, but we'll see. All right, so let me open this up. Denise, I'm definitely able to reproduce your concern, so let's hope we can get this one back to work. Be right back. All right, guys, the cluster is ready. I replaced all the separate motors, resoldered all the parts, and actually fixed, right? The capacitor was a really big mess in there. Luckily for Denise, his repair, I'm going to power up. So it is on as far as the simulator. So let me power this on. Okay, so we can see all the lights. I pulled all the brand new bulbs. Let me check these lights. They're all working. And we saw that in the beginning, but the lights were not working all, which is good. Now, let me put 10 miles an hour. And we have exactly 10 miles an hour. So that calibration is good and now is working. I can increase the speed. It's going to take a little long. My knob is a little weird, but we can see a speedometer working perfectly. So up and down perfectly, no problem at all. I want to keep it at 10 miles an hour so I don't increase the mileage unnecessarily. Let's set up the tachometer to 10 miles an hour, sorry, 1,000 RPMs, and that is working good. Let's now set the temperature and fuel. Okay, perfect. Now they're moving exactly as designed. I'm going to increase the temperature so we can see the blinking light on the bottom. That will happen perfectly. Okay, now we can go back to normal. Excellent. So all gauges are now working as they are supposed to do. I can make it go back to 0. This one is going to take a little longer because of the temperature. That is perfect. Let me turn the speed and RPMs off, and everything goes back to 0. So we are good to go. Denise, your instrument cluster is fully operational right now. I'll be contacting you shortly. Again, guys, thank you so much for visiting the channel. See you later. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.